Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since the last video, and that's literally because I smashed my phone to the point where it was unusable. So I ordered this new phone that I'm now currently recording on like a month or so ago, and it finally arrived on Ireland yesterday. So you are now viewing me through the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I'm super excited about. I've been watching a bunch of videos on YouTube, like, you know, tips and tricks. The quality on the camera has been amazing. I'm so happy about it. This is such a tiny box. I was like, is there even anything in here? Phone wasn't there. The cable wasn't there. There was some like instruction sheet, but like the charger for the iPhone, like I am literally paying more and more each day for Apple products for less and less. This last month and a half or almost 2 months of not having a proper phone has been like a blessing in disguise. I kind of had a social detox as well as some separation between myself and work. So November was my birthday month, and I sufficiently spread my birthday cheer across the month. It was really nice to just have all these wholesome celebrations that I wanted with my friends. I felt super loved and I had a lot of fun at my parties. And it just so happened that one of my really good friends, Craig, was flying over from London with his boyfriend, Eric, and they were staying with us. They flew over on my birthday and was there for my birthday dinner, so that was so nice. It was a really like wholesome time, and because I think I wasn't really on my phone as much as well, I felt very like in the moment and just had all these amazing fun memories. So I'm really grateful for that. It's also been a busy time at work, and I've just been kind of like throwing myself into work a lot. It just kind of all came to a head also in November. So I had a breakdown where I just missed my family just extremely. Just realized that I was kind of suppressing all of the emotions down to whole because it just kind of like all came up all at once. We are hoping that February, March next year, even though Omicron was just kind of like out at the moment, hopefully we can kind of meet up by then. When I had my like breakdown with the homesickness and like from work, I realized that I can't keep continuing this way because it's not healthy. I just feel like ever since I started my career as a lawyer, I feel like this is always a thing, so I'm not really sure how to make it better. Like, I felt like I was doing well for a while this year,
like, you know, going to exercise consistently, having consistent meals and things like that,
but then I just kind of like fell out of that habit and then just into the wackiness of Jen needing to finish things before she like eats, because somehow I treat my like necessities as rewards when I'm doing work. That's a work in progress. I will keep you updated. In other exciting news, we're going to be going on our holiday shortly. So we're going away from the 14th December to the 4th of January to the UK. Our original plan was like the UK, Iceland, Paris, then back to the UK. But because of Omicron, we've now rejected so that we are cancelling the Paris part of the trip. So there's all these moving parts and all these variables, and I understand that traveling at the moment is a privilege. So I am still very grateful that I have the means and the ability to still travel. I've just never experienced such hectic travel admin before, I guess. But it is what it is, and it'll be fine. I just really need the break.
I just need to get out of here, I just need a holiday, I just need a break, it's just all too much.
3 more sleeps until I fly off on my holiday. I'm like past that point of burnout where I'm just like, why? I woke up super early and couldn't go back to sleep. So then I just started like doing bits and bobs of travel admin instead. So what I like to do before I go on a trip is just to kind of like search a few things like best coffee spots, like food generally, in that place, and then I'll kind of like tag it all on my Google Maps so that when I'm wandering around, I can kind of just always check Google Maps and just see where to go from there. Call me a type A or whatever, I definitely am.
So I stumbled across like this little YouTube short by this person. I'll like link their details below. But essentially it's like a life hack if you wanted like chili oil ramen and you don't have necessarily all the ingredients or the prep time. It's an awesome hack because I love like chili oil ramen or noodles generally. It's using this Shin ramen. As you may know, Shin ramen is just like Korean hot spicy noodle soup. But to turn this into like a Chinese style chili oil like noodles, I think it's just awesome. I'm going to try this out. I'm tweaking the instructions that she's giving slightly because in her video, she says she puts in like this vinegar, but then it was like black. So then I'm like, is it soy sauce and vinegar? So these are the ingredients that we are going to need. We're gonna get started. And I think what I really like about this hack as well is because it seems like it's super easy, quick and simple. And I am all about that. So I've got the water boiling, so I'll be cooking these noodles for 3 minutes. And in a separate bowl, this is where we make our oil or sauce. So we're only gonna need like 3/4 of this spice. We don't need the entire pack. I think if you can tolerate a lot of heat, you can probably use the whole pack. So I'm using like maybe just slightly more than 3/4 here. Cause I like my noodles spicy. In her video, she didn't use this, but I think like, why not? So adding this as well. We're gonna add a little bit of soy sauce, just a tiny bit, because it should already be pretty flavorful. The vinegar is gonna add that fragrance. I think, I don't know. Just a splash. Black pepper. I'm gonna add lots because I like my stuff spicy and like really like a hit. And she uses minced garlic, but I don't have that, and nor can I be bothered. And I love garlic, so I'm gonna add heaps. The noodles are boiling, so I'm gonna chuck this in. Alexa, timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
In terms of what we're going to be putting in, spring onions and a fried egg is always a classic for any instant noodle like recipe that you're doing. If you're not adding fried egg, you're entirely missing out all your life. So start adding the fried egg to your instant noodles now. Or a poached egg, any kind of egg with noodles is always great. So I'm gonna chop some spring onions, and I had some cabbage from another meals that I chopped up like a couple of days ago, so I'm gonna use this as well just for some extra nutrition. So while the noodles are cooking, we're also going to have to heat the oil up, not boiling, but like hot, because the oil is then going to be poured into this and it's going to kind of crisp everything up. So you use a neutral oil like canola oil. Alexa, turn off timer. At the same time, I'm going to just like fry these cabbage up on a separate pan. We need to drain our noodles because it needs to be as dry as possible. So now that the oil is ready, and we're gonna just pour it in. I probably have kind of underdid the oil, so probably use a bit more oil if you want an oilier noodle. This has nicely crisped up. This was so good, and I can't believe that you can turn something like shin ramen into this completely different dish using this simple hack. Hey guys, it's officially Tuesday. That means I am officially on holidays. So out of office is on, you know, matters have been handed over to the extent that they can be. We fly out this evening. So today I'm just running a few errands. I'm just going to meet up with some of my work fam just to kind of like have a last catch up, because I was working from home in the last week just to kind of isolate myself as far as possible so that I can get that negative test, which I do now have. I am so thirsty after that hot yoga class, but that's a good thing. I'm just gonna keep hydrating. One thing I noticed about yoga lately is that because I'm wearing my glasses much more often, I sometimes go to the yoga studio with my glasses, and during the practice I'll take off the glasses. My eyesight's pretty bad. It's like -7 on one side and -6.25 on the other side or something like that. I mean, things are blurry when I don't have my glasses on if I'm not wearing my contacts. But I find that like for yoga, I kind of prefer that actually, because then I'm less focused on what the teacher is doing or what the other yogis are doing, and I'm able to then focus a lot more on what I can do and what I can push my mind to do, and what my body is ready to do. So I have been really enjoying that aspect of yoga lately. It is a real resolution of mine to really get back into yoga next year. So we'll see how that one goes.